Hello everybody and welcome to Uproot Reddit. Who in here is ready for a vacation? Because staycations are so 5 months ago. Let's all agree that we are just itching to travel to our favorite places or to a new place that we've been saving on our bucket list, probably since this year. No matter where you want to go, vacation time is super important. Without it, we just continue to be busy and go mad or insane. Like none of us are doing that now. Interacting with the same coworkers, going to the same old office building, or going on the same Zoom call, sitting in boring company meetings that get absolutely nothing done. Yeah, you know these feelings like it's second nature. And if work life gets a bit stale and boring, which it quickly does, it's time for a vacation away from the monotony. And if you have family who have invested into a vacation resort package or who own a vacation home or hotel, then all the more reason to take a quick getaway from the hustle and bustle of everyday life. A change of pace. No more having to deal with crazy customers or boring meetings. It's just you, your family or friends, and relaxation time. Let's just hope your vacation doesn't turn too sour by someone else coming up and ruining it, like what happened to Reddit user TryHistorical6125. Now, being related to the hotel owner has its perks, but here, TryHistorical can tell you a tale of how one person decided to butt in on their vacation time. In today's post, I'm the owner, he is my son. Sounds to me that someone got owned. Let's see who received a taste of their just desserts. Hey there, this is my first ever post. In a way, this post might fit better in the I do work here section, but it might not as well. Quick intro. This was a funny story that had happened to me a few years ago. My parents are one of the founders of a resort and is chairman of the board of directors. Really nice perks there. I have sat in a few of the meetings, so everyone knows that I'm the boss's son. I got homeschooled, so the majority of my friends are basically senior staffs and people in the board. Pretty sad, huh? But here are the cast of characters. Quote, me equals Noah. Also, I look a lot younger than my age and being 5'7" doesn't help. Dad and mom, fiance Julia, sister Emma, manager Jack, and then crazy lady who is Karen. I was on vacation with my fiance and my sister. I, Julia, and Emma were staying at my dad's resort for a week or two because we were visiting my mother. As we entered the resort, I noticed the parking lot was packed. It was midsummer, duh, and saw a few cars roaming around looking for parking spots. My family has a few private parking spots, and I noticed that his car wasn't here, but my mother's car was. As I walked to the reception, most of the staff know who I am, one of the staff working saw me and walked over to greet me. There were quite a few people in line waiting to check in. Ma'am is currently in a meeting. Would you like me to bring your luggage to your room? Yeah, thanks. Julia kept a bag that had our swim clothes in. Sometime later, after a bit of swimming, we went to the restaurant to eat lunch. I had put on a blue shirt and was still in my gray swim trunks. The clothing looked similar to the uniform that the waiters were wearing. Keep that in mind as we read throughout the story. They were almost identical, except the only difference was that it didn't have the word staff on it. This will come in handy later. While we were chatting in the restaurant, I heard some lady say, "Hey, you," rather rudely from somewhere behind me. I first thought it was just someone trying to get the attention of a waiter, so I continued chatting, eating with Julia and Emma. As I was chugging down some ginger ale after regretting trying my sister-in-law's food, which she purposely did not tell me was pretty spicy. She knows I don't handle spicy food well and probably never will. Can anyone else relate? Someone suddenly roughly grabbed my shoulder from behind, and I almost choked on my soda, spitting it all over my sister. Straight up karma, I gotta say. Ew! Ew, gross, was Emma's response, while my fiance stood straight up and was about to ask me if I was all right. But here comes, you know who, Karen, interrupting my sweet fiance. Babe, are you... Hey, I've been trying to get your attention for a while now, Karen yelled out. Me, being someone who doesn't get mad that easily, looked up and asked her politely, do you need anything, ma'am? Why are you eating with the guests and not doing your stupid job? Karen said. I caught on pretty quickly and knew that she thought I was a staff from what I was wearing. But I was getting a little annoyed from how much she was yelling at me while she was a foot away from me. Ma'am, I don't work, I tried saying. Shut up, I'm a VIP here, Karen continued yelling. I continued to talk calmly to Miss Loudmouth while raising my voice a little. Excuse me, I don't work here. Then has the gall to slap Try Historical. Don't you use that tone with me, brat. As she slapped me, her long nails cut into my cheek, leaving a long cut and started bleeding. My fiance almost went pale, seeing as blood started to drip off my face. My sister immediately started to call our mother to come. The manager was walking over when he heard Karen yelling, but then broke into a run and hurried over when he saw Karen slap me. Ma'am! Noah, are you all right? Jack had said. Jack was someone who has worked for the resort for a few years, so he was pretty casual with me. My fiance had put a piece of napkin on my cheek to try to stop the bleeding. Are you the manager? I want this staff fired. He is unprofessional. I don't know why you hired an idiot. Karen pointed at me and spoke as if she was the owner. Ma'am, he doesn't work here. Jack started explaining. You're trying to cover for him? I want you fired as well. I never knew someone's face could get as red as a tomato until that day. I saw my mother running over with 2 security guards, and when she saw my fiance holding a blood-red napkin against my face and Karen yelling at me, I thought she was going to explode as she rushed over to me. My sister had informed our mother about what was happening and what Karen had done. My mother almost yelled, "What on earth happened? Guards, arrest her!" What do you mean arrest me? Who are you to do that? Karen was struggling in the guard's hands. I am the owner. You dare to slap my son? My gosh, the face Karen made when she heard those lines, I won't ever forget it. She was as white as snow while her eyes and mouth were wide open. So I guess the moral of the story is, don't mess with Try Historical's mom. After she was taken away, some of the other customers started clapping. My mother ran up to me to see my face. Now, she spoiled me when I was younger and was always defensive of me as if she was a mother protecting her cub. She was the one who had me do homeschooling after she was told I was getting bullied in primary or middle school. After we had taken care of the cut on my face, which I ended up needing stitches for, no worries, the scar faded. My mother told me that Karen had been charged with second-degree assault and will be spending the following month in jail. Well, I guess the only VIP membership she gets is a VIP all-access pass to some jail time. Now, just because Try Historical was wearing the same color uniform as the hotel staff members, that doesn't mean you get to treat them poorly. And furthermore, no one should be treating hotel staff members, be it you're a VIP or regular customer, with such a low level of disrespect and pettiness. They work so hard to provide comfort for you and to make sure your stay is a delightful and pleasant one. But if you're going to have that kind of attitude, might as well take it to jail. Way to go, Mom. Who knew that being related to a hotel owner had way more benefits than just getting a steep discount that no one else will receive? Or perhaps private parking. So the next time you want to go on vacation, make sure you bring your squad to fend for you. You never know what rude, entitled customer may come up to challenge you during your downtime when you really were trying to get away from petty people like them in the first place. Well, that's all the time we have for today. We'll be back for more dramatic I Don't Work Here Lady posts right here on Uproot Reddit. And we'll see you all next time.